I have been very busy between episodes working on making a few more market stalls here on our wharf. And I think it is looking pretty decent with the few that I have added. And I've also been wondering how exactly I can make this feel more like a wharf. And I think I've come to the solution, and that is to add in a bit of a seawall back here and pretend that this trading hall is part of the wharf, not part of the raised up areas. And I know that entails a lot of work to raise up the rest of the areas onto the seawall, but you know what? I think it's gonna look amazing when we are done with it. I think we'll start with laying out some of this wall here. We're just gonna, you know what? We're just gonna lay a line of bricks and we'll figure it out as we go along. Okay, let's take a look at this. I think it's looking pretty good. I do think we'll probably extend the wharf here over to this side because it could be really cool to put a ship over here. I guess now it's time for a quick time lapse and get this thing built up the same height as that other wall. Okay, we have ourselves a wall, and I know it doesn't look like much, but we'll fix it, guys. I promise, okay? I promise we will fix this and make it look good. Now that we have this wall up, I think I actually want to replace all the grass down here with spruce. We have done it. We got ourselves a beautiful wharf here. So now that I have extended off the wharf, made sure that all of the spruce is in, I think this is a really great start, and I even have a helper who is now asking me in chat what else to do. Rob has torn down the iron farm right here, and now we just gotta come up with a new idea for a new one. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm so excited for all of this. It's coming along. It's so great.
I love what you've been doing here. This is amazing.
Thanks.
I've got a question for you. So that horrific farm that's over there that I made, so what do you feel about that?
It's why I built the ship, to try and hide it a little bit.
It is pretty bad. Again, I kind of imagine this being like just an area we just kind of abandoned and just left it for farms, but now you're making it pretty. It just does not fit in at all.
My plan, I want this to look like industrial wharf, so I want to have some warehouses and some buildings and stuff, and I recognize that most of them are going to be empty, so if people want to put farms into them, feel free.
Yeah, sounds good. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I'll just pop in every now and then and have a look, and if there's, now that I know vaguely what your plans are, I can just start adding stuff in whenever I've got a moment.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm going to go throw out a few things in my base.
Okay.
But thank you so much for the tour. This is amazing.
Thanks for the help.
Okay. No worries. I'll tell you later.
Okay,
Bye.
see ya. I think we have a really good plan moving forwards, but since I don't entirely know where buildings are going to go and I kind of need something to build or lay them out on, we are going to use a little bit of dirt. And we're actually just gonna lay it down at this level so that we have something to place blocks on. Okay, so as I was laying out this dirt, I definitely have come up with an idea. We will let all of that become grass, but I do want a little bit of a border. And since we do have these blocks here anyways, I think if we just continue this down this side, this can be the border to our pathway. Even though we made storage on the last episode that's supposed to be attainable, you should be able to get it from anywhere, I can get it from anywhere, but it doesn't refresh. And I could have sworn that part of my base back there is in spawn chunks, but you know what? Maybe it's not. Or maybe spawn chunks were moved. I have no idea, guys, because it doesn't work properly unless I actually come back here. So if we just kind of misplace them here and there around, I'm hoping just randomization will work all right for the blocks. It's a lot of stony colors, but I think it makes it look street-like, which is what I want it to look like. So spruce stairs right there, so we can then walk up and we're onto the street level. I have decided that we are going to use walls and fences. Honestly, I know it's very vanilla, but I like it and we're gonna keep it, okay? That's the plan. There we go. I think that's just simple. Like, I know a lot of the things I'm building right now are very vanilla-esque, and honestly, sometimes when you get around modded, there's just so many blocks to try out and test, and sometimes it's just nice to go back to a little bit more of the vanilla blocks, and I like that. It's simple, but it does kind of highlight this is a bench we're looking out at the sea beyond. I think we add in some leaves like this, so I kind of want some draping down as well. I don't really know that this is gonna work. Okay, let's go see what we can do about the drapage on this side. Maybe this will work. I don't like the high ones. I think that looks better. I think once we get the houses in, it'll be buildings. It'll look a whole lot better. But for now, at least we kind of get the scene that people can sit here and look out at the boats coming in on the sea. I've spent some time laying down some building kind of places that I think I want to build into. For an industrial area, they might be too small of buildings. And as you can tell, I have split them up, but I could just break down that inside wall and have them all one big building, or make it look like they're smaller buildings on the outside, but inside they're actually one big one. I'm thinking about that like 4 building there in the back. It might actually be smarter just to have it as one building. So we'll kind of play around with that once we actually get to the building portion of it. I think the next task that I would like to do is putting down the streets. Roads so far have been put in. So now it's the time to think about a build palette. Yeah, don't really have a good plan for that. Not gonna lie, not a good plan at all. But you know what? Trial and error, right? We're just going to go find some blocks that I have in my inventory that I really love, and we're gonna see what it looks like. It's the way all builders work, right? Yep, definitely. I have got a bunch of materials, and we're gonna see what we can do. We have a whole bunch of different blocks. We got some cobblestone, we got some tuff, and we got some blackstone. Maybe some of these. And we start laying them out here. I just have to make sure I count and make sure I have odd numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, if we have this, I think we're gonna have the doors right in front. Then I think we can have a big window potentially right here. This could work. Let's jump into time-lapse mode and get some buildings built. Progress has happened, friends. We got ourselves a bunch of new buildings here, and yes, they need a lot of detailing. I know, it's gonna happen. But I worked on this a little bit last night, and I do like how it is coming together very well. Now, in case y'all thought that I've just been ignoring Pokemon in this episode, don't you worry at all. My shiny luck is still very much there. Shiny magic car!
Seriously?
Yes!
Nice. Where are you? Over by the boat?
Yeah, I'm over by the creeper farm. Got him! Well, that's gonna be fun. Oh my goodness, I am just talking about shinies and who should show up, but a shiny Slowpoke. Oh my goodness. I don't really have a Pokemon that can put him to sleep, so we're just gonna do this. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. I love shiny hunting, guys. It's so amazing. Now, there is one thing, though, that I have been noticing as I've been working on this, and I think the easiest way to see it is probably from the roof of the creeper farm. But if you come here, you see how the size of the buildings, like they're decent sized buildings, but then you also see like the trading hall right there. The proportions are off a little bit, and I understand that, but I'm hoping that as I move backwards, the buildings are going to get taller and larger, and so I think it will all kind of work together with the size of the trading hall. The alternative is I have an idea of how to shorten that top bit because it's not actually like used at all. So we might drop the roof if we feel the need to. But for now, I think I just want to keep building up a bunch of buildings and just continue making them larger and taller and fatter and bigger and all that kind of stuff, just to see what it's going to look like. And I know I said I wanted to complete this whole thing in today's video. That's what I said. You might not have it in the intro anymore, but I definitely said that in my initial intro. Yep. I don't know if that's gonna happen, guys. This is a lot of buildings to build, and the video's already at over 10 minutes long. But I'd say I better get busy and get some more building done. I think it's time for a little bit of a tour. You see, I've done a few things that I haven't actually showed off on camera, so we're gonna just take a bit of a tour through this lovely town. So of course, we have our garden little area that we can sit here and look out on the ocean and listen to the birds sing. Then we can head this direction. This building right here has our lovely nether portal in it. There's no fancy interiors, okay guys? Hopefully some other Battlecraft members will come and build farms or other things inside of these buildings. But for now, they're just buildings. Then we got this little cart right here carrying a few little wood pieces. We will have another building right up here, but guys, I'm running out of time in this episode to build any more buildings, so I don't think we'll get to it. And I built this little bit of a crane holding up some gold ore blocks. We do need to get some more lanterns and street lamps around here, which is why we got some torches, so that needs to be done for sure because it's definitely not spawn proof. Then we got some of the buildings with iron bars to kind of make them feel a little bit more industrial. I do have one question for you. Do you like the red roofs? I know in the rest of the area, like this roof that I'm standing on is all spruce, but we also have spruce all over the wharf itself. So I wanted to do something a little bit different, which is why I did red roofs. But is it too much? Let me know down in those comments. We could switch it out maybe with some deep slate or something like that. Yeah, let me know. It is coming so well. I added in the leaves here on the seawall, and I also did add in these lanterns because I was having problems with spawning of mobs at night. But if we fly over here to the lovely creeper farm, guys, I think this is coming together. As I said, as I was going to go backwards, I was going to continue raising the height of all of these buildings, and I think it's starting to fit in more and more with the trading hall here on the wharf. I am really happy with the progress that we have done in today's episode. This thing is looking amazing. Can't wait to continue on it and also to add another ship or two in here. But my friends, today's episode is getting to be super long, and I think I'm gonna have to call it here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, and if you have a name for this area, this industrial district, please let me know down in those comments. I would love to name it something special. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye for now.